Hey everybody, welcome to the bonus footage. I'm Little Scotty. Let's jump back in.
To wrap this whole thing
Sure.
up, what we kind of discussed, and I don't really have a process for this at all or anything, but just some things that maybe in the last 35 years that I wouldn't have, like as an example, I would have never guessed that Dino had done meth.
That was actually one on my list.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying that one because it was on your list.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, he definitely would have got me with that. And I think something that we would kind of said we are going to do, and it kind of goes to this, is like, if we did similar things, or
Sure.
if I had mentioned something and you like, oh, I did that too, or whatever. I mean, my list, I don't know.
Sure.
Do you want to start with one of yours?
No,
Can we
you
start
go
with one?
first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll start with the snowball one. You
Sure.
probably know this one. I was in a fraternity.
I didn't know that.
Yes. Ding, 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 ding. I get that. That's one for me.
That's one.
Now we're playing a game. Like, I don't know what you're going to win because it's just started, but like, okay.
Yeah.
So I want to mark it 1 point for me. Okay, we got to keep some of that score. Okay. Okay. So let's find and Dino and Scott. Okay, 1 point. One point for me.
Sure.
Okay. All right. So like now but I'll let you. I mean, you did give up the meth one.
The meth
you get a point. You get a point for that though. Okay. Yeah.
We give you the point of meth.
Yes, you get a point for meth. So we're one. It's 1-1. Is that? Are we correct? 1-1. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So what you got?
So I moved to Austin in 1999.
Okay.
That's it. Did you know that?
I mean, I feel like that's kind of an unfair one because I mean, I knew you lived in Austin. Like
Yeah.
I knew like when we first connected on social media, like way back a long time ago,
Yep.
that you were in Austin.
Mm-hmm.
So I did not know it was New Year 1999. That's a very specific. I mean, am I giving you a point?
20 years. 22 years?
I mean, I've been here. I mean, do you know when I moved to Austin?
2005.
Well, I told you though, didn't I?
I don't know. Did you?
Or are you just guessing?
No. You told me.
Okay. You
I was
see?
lying.
So do you get a point for this or not? Do you get a point? It's your call.
Give me half a point.
Now we're getting a half points. I'd rather just give you a full point and not even mess with the half.
That's fine. That's fine.
I'm going to tell you, the prize right now is that bottle of bleach over there. I don't have anything to give you, so like, I hope you need bleach. Okay, so is it my turn?
Yes.
Okay. What is the second part of this? I'll just go with the first part.
Sure.
Okay. Okay, yeah, okay. I was also in band in high school and did not play sports.
I did know that.
Ah, fuck.
Didn't you play the trumpet?
No, but I did not play the trumpet. Do I get a point for that?
No.
Oh,
What did
damn
you
it.
play? Wait, let me guess.
Okay.
Let me guess.
Okay. So how many guesses do you want? You want like 3?
I can give you just one.
Okay, you're gonna take one guess.
I'm going to take one guess.
And if you get it wrong, I get a point.
Yes.
Okay, go.
Well, it wasn't the trumpet.
I thought you had it in mind.
Was it percussion?
No, I'm not gonna get like this is. I'm trying to get a
you
point.
want specific?
Well, you specifically said trumpet. So yes, I want the specific instrument. Give me a chance here.
Okay.
I lost the whole question.
It's like, do you play drums? Like,
So
snare?
So this is where you would get like a half point. Where we're talking half points. In junior high, I did play percussion for a little bit.
Yeah.
And in junior high, I did play the trumpet or whatever the other thing's called. That's like a trumpet. But in band in high school, in which what we were talking about,
Mhm.
I very loosely used the terms, I played the trombone.
See, that was going to be my next guess.
Well, you only asked
Because,
you only asked for one guess and I get a point.
So here's one thing. I do remember, like, before I moved, there was, like, this thing with band.
Yes.
And I remember you played the trumpet. And that's the only thing that I remember.
I think I switched over to drums because
Yeah.
I thought like,
You were gonna be cool.
yeah. And then you like really suck at drums.
He's like, okay.
And then I
let me go
realized,
to the-
and then I realized I just suck at like playing instruments. Like it's
Oh,
not,
yeah.
it's not specific to like an instrument. It's all of them,
Yeah.
right? Which is really hard for a person that really likes music a lot to like really suck at instruments.
Yeah.
But then you
that
just like,
does.
you just impregnate someone that's really good at instruments, and then you do it.
I
so,
mean,
like,
like you do.
So I get a point.
I will never impregnate somebody.
Well, I mean, you're good at instruments though. You don't need to impregnate.
Kind of.
Hey, you were top 3 best things about you. One of them was saxophone.
I mean, I could probably pick one up right now.
Yeah,
Probably
yeah.
play it. Yeah.
Yeah, he's being-
but
he's
I
being
don't
very-
know if I can.
and you just like play. Is that from Mad Max? What is that from? Like, what is that from?
Oh,
Oh, shit.
man. It was the 80s.
Okay, do I get a point or no?
Yeah, you'll get
Okay.
a point.
I think this is a very fair game. Okay, what do you got?
I told you this one. I already gave myself away.
Okay, wait. Did
That's
I
it.
get it or was I shocked by it?
No,
Okay,
I don't think so.
what was it?
I stopped drinking at 39.
But you'd already told me you stopped drinking.
But I didn't tell you when.
So did you get a point?
I don't even know anymore. I didn't
I'm
even
gonna have
know.
to have somebody do a whole graphic of this whole thing.
I need a Venn diagram.
So okay, I'm just gonna give you a point.
Okay.
It won't. 'Cause
Sure.
I mean, like again, the prizes.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm.
The prices.
I really don't. I don't know if I've ever told. And it's not like it's like a secret, and
Sure.
I know why.
Sure.
I also played with dolls when I was a kid.
Did you?
Yeah.
He-Man?
Well, no. I mean, Dino, we already talked about my toy collection and what a spoiled piece of shit I was.
Yeah, I
Like we've already
know.
talked about
I
that,
know.
right?
I remember, yeah.
But my the spoiled piece of shit part, yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, well, we grow up. But my mom had all these antique like Barbie dolls from when she was a little girl.
Did she?
Yeah. And she would keep them in the attic. And I don't know
How
why.
creepy.
Well, I didn't think she thought I was going to play with them. And I don't remember if I asked to play with them
Yeah.
or if I just got them out or whatever.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know what dolls did for playing with for you.
Yeah.
But for me, I was like, it was like Tinder dates. Like, you know what I mean? Like for me, it was like it's like there was the guy and girl and they're dating. And that's what I was acting out like dating.
I did the same thing, but with G.I. Joes and He-Man.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, but I'm saying the concept is the same.
Yes.
Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean?
That's interesting.
Who did He-Man date?
Skeletor? Duh.
Oh, you
They loved
didn't
each other.
You didn't cross-pollinate them?
No, they loved each
Oh.
other. They hated. That's why Skeletor hated He-Man. It's
It's
because they
because-
were in love.
Wait,
Lovers quarrel constantly.
but neither one of them were out.
No, obviously not.
No.
Not to us. But behind closed Grayskull gates.
Oh my! I just got this like this whole like movie idea of doing like just like ambiguously gay He-Man,
Yes.
but all the guys are just like jacked and real good looking and stuff like that. But like nobody's talking about it. Everybody's, you know what I mean?
I have to show you some of my Skeletor He-Man artwork that I purchased on the internet.
Oh man, but we're getting deep.
Yeah, I think you would find it quite hilarious.
Hey, I'm a. So I get a point for that though.
Yeah.
All right.
That's so. Actually, that's kind of interesting. Like how you role play, like with
Yeah, like what
know,
you had, like
like
yeah,
your
like what your ideas
sexuality
are,
of,
what
like,
your
what your
ideas
idea
are.
of-
Yeah,
of,
yeah.
like, as a kid.
You know, like, I don't know. I guess you could ask my mom now. I don't know if she was like, "That's weird," or
yeah.
I don't think I really talked about it with anybody. I think that I was aware enough to know that like kids would make fun of me, or
Oh,
it would
yeah.
be some deal. Or
Yeah.
maybe that wasn't. Maybe I felt some sort of level of shame or stuff like that. But like the concept of me, I was already like I don't know, working out relationships
Yeah.
and stuff. Like it was kind of like make believe, I guess,
Yeah.
of sorts.
But like for me, it was like one of those things where it's like, so if I played with like girl dolls, it was like because they were either like a powerful woman
Hmm.
and I was role playing a powerful woman.
Mm-hmm.
But if it were like, you know, G.I. Joe's and He-Man,
This is like a gay
it
bar.
was like actually, yes.
Yes.
All of them, if you only knew
I just got this total
why
just like
he was called Cobra Commander.
just like I just got this like whole image of like Cobra Commander like hanging out at the bar where he's got that like thing on his face, and he's just like, I wonder if any hot guys are gonna get here, or whatever he kind of talks. You know,
okay, it's like something like weird like that.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, like those toys back then in the 80s, they were so homoerotic.
I mean, looking back on it,
Yeah.
yes, but like, I don't know. Like at the time when I was like little, I don't.
It's
you
like-
don't think about things like that.
I did.
Okay, well, I did.
It's like that. Well, let me tell you this. So growing up like in the 80s was like, so we had like He-Man, G.I. Joe, and then we had like WWF, that's what it was called,
Mhm.
WWF wrestling, right?
Hey, and he made sure he said WWF.
Yeah. And those three things were the most homoerotic things that a kid our age could watch. Like here you have like wrestling. It's like these big, sweaty, muscular men.
I just love that you were having a totally different experience than I was having. You know what I mean? Because like, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I think we played G.I. Joe together.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was normal G.I. Joe time. It was private G.I. Joe time.
Oh my gosh, this is
that
like
I had.
this is some deep shit right here. Like this is just like so. Not that this means like. Remember, we're just kidding.
Yes.
But like you even were aware enough that like there was different types of G.I. Joe time
Correct.
with me.
Yes.
That's so crazy. And
Yes.
that's so crazy.
You couldn't see the other side.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, not only were you kind of not being yourself.
Yeah.
Like G.I. Joe wasn't even being themselves.
No.
You know what I mean?
They weren't.
Like they left my house and went to a whole different different
A
party.
whole realm.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It's
And like, I mean, I just like that. I mean, it just kind of sucks that you didn't get to play. I mean,
I did in the sense of like, yeah, it's
well,
like
hey,
it happened. But...
you know what we'll do? We'll just set up a time. We'll figure it out, and we're gonna sit down and play your G.I. Joe way.
Oh God, you don't want to see it. You don't want to see
But
it.
I feel like it's only fair. You played my G.I. Joe way for all those years.
No, believe me, you don't want to know about my G.I. Joe time. You especially don't want to know about He-Man time. Hell, even the Transformers were not off
Oh, my
limits.
gosh.
Seriously.
No, but I mean, that's just so. I mean, it 100% makes sense.
Yeah.
It's just so interesting because like, as a kid, I didn't, I assumed you're having the same experience as me.
And
Yeah.
I will tell you this, like He-Man, G.I. Joe, and wrestling have ruined me when it comes to the men that I'm attracted to now, because the men that I'm attracted to have to be the most muscular, the most like just like that shape, like
Yeah.
a V shape, that kind of like
Yeah.
the epitome of what a man should be,
Right.
And it's like, it's funny how that kind of played into like the men that I'm attracted to now. And not to say all of them were like that,
Yeah.
but just like in my mind,
Right.
it's like, this is the perfect vision of a man and what it should be.
Right.
And it's not until you get older that you realize like, oh my God, it's like Man at Arms really ruined me. Or it's like,
I'm like, because I'm like, so really, okay, if you can't do this quickly,
sure,
then we're just gonna scrap it.
sure.
Okay, so I'm gonna name a sub we'll start He-Man.
Sure.
And the one that you liked was who? Man at Arms?
No.
Which one were you attracted to?
I actually liked He-Man himself.
Yeah, I mean, fuck, come on.
Yeah, because
Come on.
yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
Yeah. Perfect
like,
man.
I feel like if you don't like
Loincloth,
the whole
no
the
shirt,
hair, the whole thing.
sword.
He's riding a
Very
tiger.
phallic.
He's riding a tiger.
Come on.
Yeah.
It was just like it was just like
He's constantly celebrating himself like He-Man.
yeah, and it's just like yeah, it was
Okay,
totally
G.I.
him.
Joe, who's the most attractive G.I. Joe?
Oh, Duke.
Yeah.
Duke.
You're a
of
leading
course.
man kind of guy, right?
Always gotta be.
Yeah.
Always leading man.
Okay, this is where the rubber meets the
Sure.
road right here. Okay.
Sure.
Transformers.
Oh God, it's gotta be
It's not Optimus Prime.
It is not Optimus
See,
Prime.
so now you're going a little bit off.
I am
main character.
I am.
Okay, so who is it?
It is God, what is his name? Tape recorder dude.
Oh, Soundwave.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
I
He's
hope
like eject. You know, like
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know why.
He was a very cool looking Transformer.
Yeah. Actually, there's this dude on TikTok that's cosplaying him. Like he built an entire like suit and it
Man, I
looks
gotta go to work.
exactly.
Like, how do people have time for
you know
this?
how it like got scuffs on like certain areas of
Yeah.
it? He even had that on there. It was like perfect. I'll
Man,
show
that's
it to you after
wild.
we get off of here. But like it's so crazy. Like it's just amazing what people can do.
I know.
And
I
it
haven't.
awoken something.
But I will say, like he was probably one of my favorite Transformers. That was a cool Transformer.
Yeah. And then there was Rodimus Prime after like the
Who
whole.
the fuck's that?
You don't remember Rodimus Prime?
I feel like if I saw it, I
remember
would.
the Transformers movie?
Yes.
And then Optimus Prime died? And then Hot Rod became Rodimus Prime and he became the leader of the Autobots?
I feel like I'm letting you down.
Man, you just let me down.
I know. I mean, I have a girl. I have to drop a lot of this knowledge and start learning about tea parties and baby dolls, and you know.
You can still do that.
But look, I'm angling for sports.
See, that's where you got me. I know nothing about sports.
Which is totally fine. But I like sports, and I like sports for the idea of just like team stuff together and things like that. And I think it's good for us to interact with humans in that way.
Yeah.
And I like to watch them. And I don't need her to love them. I just like every once in a while she's like, "Hey, Dad, let's go to a football game."
It's like a bonding thing.
Yeah, like just. But I mean, you don't have to. And if she doesn't like it, I don't care. Like if she doesn't like it, then that's fine. Like you don't have to watch sports with me. It doesn't have to be a big deal. But I don't want to do it for the lack of like trying to expose her. And so when I'm trying to get that one thing, I'm like, I'm sacrificing everything else. I just want this one.
Yeah. I mean, like, there's a lot of
There's
girls
not
out there.
room for Autobots.
No, there's not. But you can still play with dolls, and you can still play with these.
Yeah. I want to play with whatever she wants to.
Yeah.
I would like, so
you're a good parent.
Well, I'm trying really hard. I think it helps them 45 as well.
Yeah.
You remember when you talking about like the 25-45 thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like me at 25, having a kid would have been a complete disaster. Me at 45 is way, way better.
See, I don't think I would be responsible enough to have 45. A kid. Well,
it just maybe that means you're not supposed to have kids. It doesn't mean that.
Well, I mean, like, so here's the thing. Like, you know how, they say women have this biological clock and to have children, that kind of thing. I kind of feel that in this weird way where it's like, should I have a kid? Should I adopt? Should I, and it's
I'll do you a solid.
Yeah.
I'll just leave you alone with her for like some hours. And then when you get done, you'll be like, yeah, I want to do that. Or you're like, nope, I don't want to do that.
You're like, here, watch her. We're going to go out.
Yeah, we're going to go out. I think that it's cool that you're recognizing that and going like, maybe that means something. But like, I know you already know this, but if you don't, it's not a big deal either.
No, honestly, though, it's weird because like kids like me. Like they really like me.
But that's cool too. You know why kids like you?
Why?
Because you don't have to deal with them all the time. And so you're nice. Like you like it. No, I'm just kidding.
No, maybe.
But I'm saying like, but that could be just it. Like you could just be the person the kids like.
Yeah.
That's good too.
Yeah, good cop, bad cop thing where it's like your parents can be the bad cop. I can be the cool cop.
Yeah.
You're
like Amazon Dino in that Amazon commercial where the guy goes, now I'm Amazon John or something like that or whatever.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay, that was horrible. Did you have anything else on your list?
No, that was it. Did you?
Okay, I have one more.
Sure.
But like, you know what?
Mm-hmm.
I don't
Say it.
It's not that. It's just like did you okay, before I say that, because it
Sure.
won't make any sense. Did you say that you did you get attacked like in high school or junior high for like being gay? Did you say that?
It was more of like a
Verbal kind of thing?
it was more of like a weird uh I don't know like how to describe it. It was more of like a dude pretending to kiss me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when I was in high school, I got jumped by like 3 dudes.
Holy crap.
And it was because they thought I was gay.
Are you serious?
Yeah. But
Oh my god.
like, I mean,
I'm
no,
so
I mean, like, no,
sorry.
I mean, no. It wasn't that. I don't want to make it seem like it was that bad. Like, I got like punched a little bit, and they kind of roughed me up. Like, I didn't get like totally beaten,
Yeah.
but like, it was very confusing to me because like I felt like I was trying to be as a real person as I am,
Yeah.
and I didn't understand why that mattered or that
Why did they interpret that?
that or whatever. And then growing up in a really small town, and I mean, I pretty much have always kind of been like this on a certain level. Like, obviously, I wasn't tattooed, but I was
A
always
little
very
eccentric.
extra. Like, and I recognize it. I recognize I can be a very extra person.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm totally fine with it. And if it bothers you, it's not about you. Like, I'm not here. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to bother you with it. But like, I was also like that in high school
Yeah.
too. And I think that like you talked about, with a very narrow view, like people had this kind of idea, and
Did you feel like it was a rumor going around?
I feel like
about
that,
you?
like, when you live in a very small town
Yeah.
and you do things that are not typically done in a small town, and they're narrow-minded, it's really easy to jump to those kind of conclusions
Yeah.
because you don't really understand what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't understand that that's not what that looks like. You have this, like, the idea of, like what you said, like what gay things look like on TV or the way people act or whatever. So
Yeah.
so like these kids made this, that assumption.
Right.
And
I mean, obviously, it still kind of affects you a little bit.
I think about it every once in a while, and I think about like those dudes, and I know who they are. Like, I mean, they're on social media, like you said, but
Yeah.
but I was like, I mean, there's a lot of
I
stuff in
wonder
my
if I
life.
would know them if I went to school with them too.
We can talk about.
We'll talk about it after.
They're old. They were older than us,
Oh,
so maybe not. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, but like being accepted on many levels is hard for many people, and some people have more levels they have to be accepted
Yeah.
on. Some people have less, but like it'd be really nice if we would just like accept everybody's.
Would be nice.
Yeah, what I mean, that's kind of what we should be shooting for.
Yeah. And so that's so interesting. That were you always like a little eccentric, or it's just something that kind of?
I think so. I think and I don't know.
See, I
why.
never got that as a kid. Like,
But
to
I
me,
don't
you were
think-
pretty straight laced and
I think
apple pie.
I think I was I mean, well, you also thought that, like, chicks love me, and I didn't think chicks like me at all. So,
But did they eventually love you in high school?
I mean, like, again, like, when you do things differently,
Yeah.
if you do things differently, it brings on attention.
Right.
That attention can be good. That attention can be bad.
Right.
How you handle it could be good. How you
Yeah.
handle it could be bad. So probably didn't handle it very well. And I kept doing it and kept getting results I didn't like, like thinking that, like, and maybe it was jealous, your high school kids and stuff like that. So maybe it's that, like, who knows?
Yeah.
But then, like you said, like your life just kind of weaves and you try to adapt here and do this. And I did what I could as well as I could up to this moment, like right now. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, I've never not wanted to be better and be accepting of myself, and maybe like, it's a lot from, like, when I say like I can be extra or eccentric, I'm not saying that in a way of like I'm bragging. I'm saying that in a way that that's who I am.
Right.
And like that can be annoying to people, and not everybody's gonna like it, and that's totally fine. Like I'm sorry. Like, hey, people that it annoys, I'm really sorry.
Yeah.
But like, just I would recommend just don't hang out with me. Like, just you know. Like I don't know how to be. We talked about this kind of before it started. At this point in my life, I don't know how to be anybody but who I am.
Right. It's kind of hard to turn back now.
Yeah. Well, and turning back ain't gonna do no good anyway.
Yeah.
And I would say that like that you're like based on what you've said tonight, you're as closest to the person that you're gonna be today that you can be today, and then tomorrow you try to progress that in some way every day. Correct?
Right. I mean, that's the only way that you can live because. You can
ain't gonna work the other way.
Yeah, because you can only change, like I said, your attitude about something instead of, what's happening right now.
Right.
And so you're either gonna have to live with yourself or what's the other option?
Well, you're living with yourself. Either way, you're living with yourself.
Exactly.
Well, my man, like, what do you think? Did you have a good time?
I did. It feels like I could just talk more. Forever.
Yeah. Well, if
it's gonna be too late, though.
We're rolling on almost like 2.5 hours.
Crap.
Yeah, it might be a little bit longer.
Oh my god.
So we might.
We are reliving phone calls.
Basically.
Again.
Hotline bling. shout out to Drake. Well, I'm so glad you did this.
Me too.
I think this was like fucking awesome.
I do too.
I appreciate, even though maybe your gut instinct was to not do it, that you did.
I'm glad I did too.
And I think that we could do a whole nother episode on meth. We could do a whole nother episode on. We could just go. We're gonna do like 20s to 30s Dino, and that's it. Like,
jeez,
you know what I mean?
That's
But we will discuss that after if we want to actually do that or not. So, man, when everybody gets out, give me a hug. Just get up.
Yeah.
Everybody tries to maneuver around the mic. It's like, you just like scoot it down. No. Oh, man, so good. I know. So good to have you.